Hi everyone, welcome to our angel readings. Let's start off with our opening prayer. O great spirit, Father Sky, Mother Earth, the winds, the waters, my father, my mother, Atanaha, all that is. We thank you for our lives and we thank you for these good people. We thank you for all that we are and all that we are to become. We dedicate our time spent together and our relationships with one. We ask that our suffering be ended and our pain be lifted to the love and to the peace that lay beyond. Aho, Amen, Namaste. Now, I am just going to open up our angel cards because I am at my mom's house today, so no card decks here. And I'm going to dive straight in. And we are off. Okay, first question's already coming in thick and fast. Let's have a look at what we're saying. Okay. Hi, Sky. Could you please help me with my money blocks? I've been trying to ask for a raise, but every time I have this in mind, something happens. I do not manage to do this. I seem to freeze wanting to do this, and I cannot get the words out of my mouth. Gabriella, look, immediately I'm seeing like inner child trauma and this energy of being punished or being told that you're greedy for asking for more. I don't know if this happened in a supermarket or if it happened in a toy shop, but I can see you getting really told off for asking, right? So this is we're just gonna get call on Archangel Michael, and we're just gonna ask him to do an healing on your inner child who got punished for asking for what she wanted. Anyone else that has that, let's just say yes. We'll bring in Archangel Michael. Bring in Archangel Metatron as well, because Archangel Metatron helps with young people on their divine life path and getting us back on our divine life path or mission if we've somehow come off it. Okay. Okay, so I'm also seeing like there's a lot of anxiety and unworthiness around your heart. So can we just tell that little girl that she was always worthy and that she always will be worthy, that abundance is her birthright, and that what she's experienced is transference. Her parents didn't feel worthy, so they transferred those feelings onto her. But the truth is, those feelings belong to her parents, they don't belong to her. So can we just energetically give those feelings back, please? It's not her unworthiness. She knew she was worthy, so much so that she was standing there going, I want this or I deserve this. There we go. Giving back their shame that they couldn't provide the life they wanted as parents. And allowing yourself to reclaim what that little girl always knew, that she's worthy, worthy of abundance, worthy of more income, more time, more money. There we go. Whew. Okay. Just say yes if you want to receive the same healing, and then it will happen across our vortex or our field. Okay. Kira's saying, hi, beautiful. Message for healing my career. Okay, let me have a look. So the card that I got for you on the electronic shuffle is... Oh, interesting. Sorry, give me 1 second. Sometimes my frequency messes with technology, for better or worse. There we go. Drum roll. Okay, so the card that you got was Ready, Set, Go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desires. And it's from the Mermaid Oracle card deck. There's a mermaid riding a whale. And there's this, you can see, like, if you just use the symbolism from the cards, Obviously, riding a whale is you taking control of a very powerful animal. And often the subconscious mind is visualized as a horse or as a whale or as an elephant. And us riding an elephant, a whale, or a horse, or any other big animal like a wild cat or a panther is a sign of us taking control of our shadow. And the orc is one of and it's literally a black whale. So it's taking control of the shadow, taking control of your own deep unconscious emotions. So the water, right, the mermaid riding the wheel of the water symbolizes our emotions and our emotional body. So it's getting you into that place where you are in control of the beliefs and the traumas and stuff that were holding you back because you've done enough healing, and you're really ready to move forward. It's almost like you need to be bolder, you need to be more confident, you need to trust that the foundations that you've laid are correct, and that it's going to work out if you show up and show up and show up and show up. Okay, Maximilian saying, "Hi, lovely Sky. What's the subject of my anxiety? And what are my next steps for healing? Thank you a lot for your help." Okay, so let me have a quick scan. Angels, show me Maximilian. Okay, so immediately they're taking me straight to your heart chakra, and the belief is I'll never be loved. I'll never be loved. So we humans beings tend to manifest things upside down. We want the world to love us, but the world is a mirror. It's a reflection of what's going on inside our inner dialogue. So our inner dialogue literally becomes what we manifest. So if our inner dialogue is I'll never be loved, or nobody really understands me, then the world keeps showing that back. Like I'm never loved, I'm never valued, nobody really understands me. Um, so can we just take a moment to release those toxic beliefs that you'll never be loved? And can we show you that the only person that can deny you love your whole life is you? So can we release this belief of I'll never love myself, or I'll only love myself conditionally? I have to meet these conditions before I love myself. Okay. Here is saying, what should I do for flowing money in my life? Okay, so let me do a scan. Okay, so immediately I'm seeing like the angels are showing me you're hiding. You're just not showing up. So money likes visibility. Money and so do people, by the way, because if you're hiding, people wonder what has she got to hide, right? If you are doing a good job, if you are getting results, why are you hiding it? So you visibility pulls money into you. So it's about starting to show up on a daily basis on social media. It's about talking about your work, not just teaching, like really talking about what you cleared during your sessions, what you healed during your sessions, the results that you get for people. And they're also showing me it's about like it's not getting out of like it's getting out of you. So Dorian Virtue used to say, if you get nervous, focus on service. And that's one of the biggest ways that I healed my anxiety was that when I got the most anxious, I noticed was when I was focusing on what will people think about me. um how will I like how will this work out for me? When you shift it to how can I help others and I'm only here to be of service, it the anxiety halves at least, right? Because you're no longer focused on you, you're now focused on giving, and you're also not making it results driven. I'm only successful if I get this number of people on the live or that number of clients, or and you focus on what you're here to do, which is to help people and be of service and not to get something, right? So this idea of getting high-end clients is extremely toxic because it makes us feel like we have to get something. You don't have to get anything. Clients are looking for you because you can help them, right? Listen to what I said. Clients are looking for you. I don't know one person that's not looking for an incredible coach or an incredible healer or an incredible therapist. But they won't find you if you're not visible, right? But trust me when I say people are looking for you. You just have to let them see you. So, can we release this belief that we have to get something or take something or make something happen because it just it creates this really nasty energy? And just switch it to people are looking for me. I just have to be visible and I have to do my part. Okay, there's also a core belief here. Archangel Michael just came in really true. There's also a core belief here of like, I don't really want the money. It's not really about the money. So, can we release the belief that it being about money makes it sleazy? There's nothing sleazy about working for money. Doesn't matter whether you're healing or coaching or behind a till or whether you're a driver or whether you're a teacher or whether you're a CEO, you're working for the money. Money is energy. There we go. There's something else coming up here around money being the way that people controlled you or got you to submit to them or do things you never really wanted to do. So, can we release that as well? Can we show you that you get to choose who you work with? People don't buy you, they buy a service. And then your job is to show up and provide the best service. But you are not for sale. There we go. Okay, that's looking good. Hi, Sky. Could you please share what my angels are saying about my coaching business? Thank you very much. Okay, let's have a quick look at the cards. Okay, so you got a card that's it's two angel names, Grace and Antoinette, and the card literally says to help with the situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. Okay, so what is it that, whose point of view are you refusing to see? I think that like they're showing me you're literally are being given guidance. I think you're following quite a few people on social media, but you're cherry picking. And that's normal. It's normal to take what resonates and leave the rest. But there are some bits of advice, like with being visible, like with getting your finances under control and getting an accountant, like getting a VA when you reach a certain level in your business, like, not having the space for toxic relationships in your life that are universal. Okay. So if you're cherry picking any of those, then that's a problem. So anywhere where you're refusing to take responsibility for marketing, team building, um, what's it called, finances, that those will sabotage your healing business. Okay. And it may not be today, but it will be in a few months' time. It's the way that the darkness has of like playing this chase game. It's like there's a little bit of everything gets calm and then there's a boom if you don't actually address the shadow. So I'm going to call in Archangel Michael as well. And we're just going to cut cords with the parts of us that don't want to address the finances, don't want to address the marketing, don't want to address the team building, the hiring, don't want it to get organized. Like this bit of I want the good, but I don't want to do the work. And it's really important to do the essential work. And if you can't do it, you have to hire someone to do it and supervise them doing it to make sure they do it well. There we go. Stop resisting the work. Okay. Sarah Bernstein, hi. I just wanted to say thank you so much for your healing the other day. You're so welcome, beautiful. Hi, Sky. Can you please do a reading for me? Thank you. Yep. Let's have a look. What's the next card the angels are giving us? You pulled the You Are Being Helped card. It's another card from the Mermaid deck. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you can't see results yet. Immediately the angels are kind of talking to me about, like lucky girl syndrome and affirmations. Like they're saying morning affirmations, morning affirmations, morning affirmations. They're really saying that you've been sucked into negativity, that energy of everything works out for me. And that energy of the universe is working in my favor, of God is working behind the scenes. Those are affirmations you've used when you already are clear about what you want and you've asked the universe for it, but you haven't seen the shifts yet. So you start saying, everything works out for me. God is working behind the scenes to make this happen. The help is already on its way. You don't start saying, oh, I haven't seen anything, nothing's moved, nothing's shifted. The God works in the invisible realms, and you are tapping into supernatural powers to redirect, course change, or course correct. Okay, so the angels are saying those are your affirmations. Everything works out for me. Um, God is working behind the scenes. The situation is already resolved. Those are the affirmations that are coming through for you to really, really focus on the positive of the situation. One of the things I cannot recommend enough as a therapeutic or a healing tool is emotional dumping in your journal. Because if you are feeling angry, or you are feeling disappointed, or you are feeling scared, well, sorry, my husband, he's down in London visiting his kids, and Clue doesn't know my angel reading right now, so I'm going to have to put the phone on airplane mode. Um, so it's that energy, of just dumping the emotions and then burning those pieces of paper instead of keeping it in your body. You cannot just swallow them. You have to get it out. Okay, so you either do that with a healing session, or you do that with journaling, or you do that with a different modality, but you have to get the toxic emotions out. It's going to block your manifestation. So they're really showing me like a lot of anger, a lot of bitterness. Like you're sometimes we emotionally lie into ourselves, in the sense of we tell ourselves that we're not angry, like we're fine when we're not fine, or we're okay when we're really jealous, or we're okay when we're really disappointed. Right, so we adjust our expectations and hide our emotions even from ourselves, and this is like the nature of shadow work. So can we release that now, please? Okay, that's looking a lot better. Oh, hi Sky. I have this guy that I met 4 times already for the past 8 months, though we do not talk as much as before. I feel this soulmate feeling towards him. Is he one of my soulmates? Let's have a see what card comes up. Okay, so the card that you got is Healing Heart. You're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. So look, when I we got your heart is healing card, and that's what I got when I was scanning the relationship, that this is about you being on the healing journey. Like, you're still in the healing season. You're not ready for the relationship, and to be honest, neither is he. So I don't it's not my feeling is that this is not a soulmate connection. This is more like of a karmic connection, but they're saying you're in the healing season. Like this is coming from a wounded place. So I'm going to call on Archangel Shamuel to just help you cut the cords of attachment, or of making things happen, right? Okay. Facebook, you're saying, hi, Sky. I've been 2 years since I'm trying to be financially independent as a healer therapist, but it still feels like I'm miles away. I've been independent, and this new situation is bringing me a lot of resentment towards myself and my husband as well. I know I'm in the right path, but how do I make it sustainable? Can I have some guidance and healing, please? Thank you very much. So, okay. Let me like when I'm doing an energy scan, immediately they're showing me that you come from a family that really values qualifications and education and things like that. So your worth is very much based on external validation. And when it comes to running your own healing business, it's the other way around. Instead of seeking validation from other people, you're actually looking for your own recognition, right? Your own connection. So when you're refusing to see the worth of your work and not just paying lip service to it. Um, and this is actually quite stunning. So they did a children to see if fake praise had the same effect as real praise. So parents that genuinely thought that their children were doing well and were praising them versus parents who were saying well done when they didn't really think well done, right? So they did research around this to see the effect on the child's neurology, and they were doing brain scans and things like that. And the children could tell the difference. And the effect of fake praise was that the child became anxious and they were wondering what was going on, right? Because fake praise is a form of gaslighting, as it were. So when we fake praise ourselves, we start the process, right? So it's like fake it till you make it. When you fake praise yourself and you start with your affirmations and things like that, it's the beginning of the process. Then comes the healing and the releasing, and then comes you actually understanding that your work has value. We were raised in schools where it was us being able to memorize and regurgitate the work of others that had value. They wanted us to memorize and regurgitate the theories that they wanted perpetuated in the world, or that you needed to pass that exam. So a lot of basically your inner child is still doing that. It's trying to tell people what they want to hear. And it's also you're not able to actually see the worth of your work because nobody, when you were growing up, saw your creativity as valuable, your creations as valuable. It's like your art projects and stuff, it was just a hobby. The really important stuff was the grades and the stuff at school. So, can we release all that so that you're able to actually start charging more and B, start talking well about your work? So, 75% of your marketing should be results or testimonials. 75%, right? So and it's not just when people actually write you testimonials, it's you sharing your personal breakthroughs when you're working on yourself and your personal breakthroughs when you're working in sessions with clients. But 75% of your marketing should be results driven. There we go. That's gold dust right there. I promise you that, because that is you learning to speak the language of your people. Okay. Going to bring in Archangel Shamuel and the abundance angels as well to help you. We're just going to energetically vacuum the business. And we're also going to get Archangel Raguel in here to help you work out your relationship with your partner. Good morning, dear. Can I have a card from the angels as to which path I should choose? Okay, let's have a look. Just reshuffle. Weird shuffling on the laptop. Bear with me. Okay, so the card that came up is you are being helped. Okay, same thing that came up before. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you haven't seen the results yet. The angels are also really showing me um, that there's almost like a power struggle. There's something to do with masculine, feminine energy going on here, man, woman energy. So if you and your feminine energy want to be provided for, want to be taken care of, then you get to call that forth into your reality from your partner, from the world. Like there is the divine masculine is the provision, right? It is provision. So can we download you with what provision is and what it feels like, and that you're worthy of it without resentment, without all these power struggles that's coming up. And we're just going to get Archangel Raguel to come in and do some work on the self-trust wound so that you know how to make the decision that's the best one for you. Can we also just release the belief that no one is helping you, that you're on your own? Because that card was so strong saying you are being helped. Like, stop blocking it, stop ignoring it, stop being blind to it. Have to let people help you. And very often people want something, but they want to stay the same. And that's not how it works. If you want to have a successful business, you have to be more visible and you're going to have to learn some business skills. If you want to have clients, you're going to have to become a good therapist or a good coach that can get people results. If you want to sustain a good marriage, you're going to have to build good relationship skills. So very often we want the world to change, but we don't want to change. And we all know from law of attraction and from also basic spiritual principles, that's just not how it works. So can we just release the resistance to change? You're not giving up who you are. You're becoming who you are. Okay. Okay, Marina's saying, "Hi Sky, can you do a quick scan for my eyesight? I'm not quite sure how to improve it. Any insight on what to clear/heal? Thank you so much." Okay, so immediately I'm being taken to your liver. Liver, liver, liver. You need to do some liver flushes. Start taking herbs like eyebright, dandelion, milk thistle, working on being angry at things that you see. So, one of the biggest blocks to manifestation is that we aren't asking for what we really want, right? I see so many people asking for ways to prove their worth. Give me the six-figure business. Give me more clients when what they really want is the partner and the children. Or give me another child when what they really want is financial independence. You have to get really clear on what you really want. What do you want? If you are not clear on what you want, the manifestation is always going to be screwed, right? So, what do you really want? Not what you think makes you worthy of having it. What do you really want? Because you need to stop going in circles. So, any place where you are hiding, even from yourself, what you truly want, can we just release all that shame now and ask God, ask your angels to show you the truth so that you can actually have what you want? Okay. Hi, Skylar. Can you do a reading for me? After marriage, I am not attracting new clients. What should I do for that? Yeah, okay. So we're going to bring in Archangel Raguel. Can we just release the belief that you have to give up your work and your clients for the marriage to be successful? And replace it with, I can have my clients and I can be in a committed relationship in the highest and best way. There's something around pregnancy and conception here as well, my love. They're really showing me that you need to rest. I don't know if you're trying for a baby, but there's something about you needing rest and you not letting yourself rest. And this is like you're energetically almost saying, I can't even handle more work. So we're just going to get Archangel Michael to come in and vacuum you as well. Can we just get him to vacuum you of all this resenting working and of all the energy you've picked up from your clients and from your students? Okay. Oh. Hi, Sky. Can you check on my right arm? Deltoid muscle. My upper arm and shoulder area has one or two knots, is inflamed and painful. Range of motion is limited. What can this be from and how can I heal it? Thank you very much. So, muscles are about us feeling like we're invincible or feeling like we're unstoppable. So when they're damaged, it's normally an energy of like denial or of um shock. So can we release the shock and trauma and the denial from your shoulder, please? Now, inflammation is always anger. Shoulders are responsibility. So what are the two areas in your life where your responsibilities are making you angry? You have two responsibilities that are making you angry. Inflammation is always anger, and they're making you angry because of how much they hurt. Okay, this responsibility is hurting you and it's making you angry. So you want to look at the two places where you've taken on too much responsibility, or you might feel like people have given you all the responsibility and they're not they're not leading, they're not taking charge, they're not doing what needs to be done. Okay, I'm just going to send an Archangel Raphael and ask him to do an instant healing on your shoulder. Hi, Sky. I used to be scared of authority, and if I saw a guy I liked, I would freak out, feel inadequate, and wanted to run away. I thought I transformed this pattern, but it happened again. Any messages around clearing that would be highly appreciated. Thank you. Okay, let me have a look. Okay, so immediately I've got Archangel Michael, and he's saying to me that clearing an authority wound is not the same as allowing yourself to be mistreated in a relationship. And he's showing me that you've got the two things confused. Authority should be respected, right? But at the same time, when it comes to respecting authority, and anyone in a position of leadership and authority is going to make mistakes sometimes. That's life, right? They're human. They didn't stop being human just because they were put in a position of leadership. But at the same time, it requires you to see the person is course correcting. They're doing the best that they can do. It's not about you allowing somebody to hurt you and abuse you. So can we just let Archangel Michael work on this domination wound anywhere where you have been hurt, controlled, or dominated in an authoritative relationship, particularly by your father or male teachers, and have confused that with provision, or confused that with love, or confused that with um, sexuality. Can we untangle those distortions now? And can we give you creator's perspective, definition, understanding of provision, of presence, and of being cherished and honored from male partners that you're attracted to? Okay. Simone is saying, hi, Sky. Can you please do a quick scan to tell me what I should focus on to first do the healing work? I did too much energy work during the last year, but my body doesn't seem to catch up, and I feel it keeps me stuck in the direction I want to take now. Thank you. Okay, so let's just start by sending unconditional love to Simona. Yeah, so the angels are saying it's just out of balance. The energy that you okay, so when you're doing energy work from a place of I want to fix myself and fix myself, you're doing it from a place of fear and not from a place of love. Okay? Energy work should just like all things in life need to be approached from a place of love, not from a place of criticism, not from a place of desperately trying to get loved, from a place of loving ourselves, right? because your unconscious mind and your body isn't going to allow you to make all the changes that you want to make if it can feel that not only is it coming from a place of fear, but that also there's no love, no love coming from you. So it's interesting that the moment I read your question, I was already sending you unconditional love. So can we release this healing from a place of fear, healing from a place of proving your worth? Okay, that's looking a lot better. Now, whenever you do a healing, you're going to get divine guidance. And what happens is most people do the healing, they feel better, but they never follow their divine guidance. And before long, they go back to square one, right? The divine guidance is not like an optional thing you might want to do if you feel like it. The divine guidance is God saying to you, this is essential so that you get to feel better permanently. Okay? So, can we give you permission to follow your divine guidance and to know that that's part of the journey? Okay. Hi, Sky. Would love a message from the angels this week. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look. The card that's coming for you is Archangel Michael. I'm with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. So we're just going to let Archangel Michael activate the courage in you. And it does take courage. It takes courage to change direction. It takes courage to be honest about what you think and what you believe. It takes courage to stand up for yourself. It takes courage to let go of the stuff that's taking all your time and your energy so that you can create something new. Courage is a huge virtue, and it's often the one that is the bridge between love and fear. It's courage is the thing that gives you the ability to cross the Rubicon. So can we download you with Creator's perspective, definition, understanding of courage? Okay. Hi, Sky. Long time no see. Hi, beautiful. I hope you're good. Something weird is coming with my poop. I don't want to go to the doctor because I'm afraid that I'll be given antibiotics. Would love help. Okay, my love, we're going to call on Archangel Raphael and we're going to command an instant healing on your gut. But they are showing me that you really need to go to the doctor, my love. So I'm really sorry, but you need to go at least for the diagnosis. You don't ever have to take, you don't you have free will. You don't ever have to take a medication, but you do have to get a diagnosis, because then you can, choose your alternative treatment, but you do have to get the diagnosis. That is, it's just the basics of self-care. Um, so, okay, they're showing me that yeah, I think they're showing me that you've got some parasite stuff going on, so the parasite herbs will help. But yeah, they're showing me like the parasite herbs are like black wormwood, clove. They do a really nice parasite tincture, a few really nice anti-parasite tinctures on Amazon. But you 100% need to go and see your GP and get a proper diagnosis. Okay, so poop is all about letting go, right? Letting go of what no longer serves you. What is poop? It is literally you have taken all the nutrients, the vitamins, the good stuff that you could from the food that you ate, and now it's been changed and transformed so that it can now nurture the earth, basically. So that it can now be absorbed by plants and then used by them as a food source. So your poop is basically fertilizer for the plants and the trees and all that stuff. But it's no longer useful for you, right? So if you're struggling with poop, it's because you're struggling with letting go. So can we release your fear of letting go of the past? Okay, it's looking a bit better. Seb is saying, oop, I wanted to know if my sister can have some healing in her sight. She lost her sight more than 15 years ago. Is it possible? Diabetes, retinopathy. Her name is Amanda. She gave permission. Thanks. Okay, so we're going to call in Archangel Raphael and his band of mercy. And it is completely possible to reverse diabetes, never mind eye problems, but it does require changes in diet. It does require some support, but we're going to ask Archangel Raphael for an instant healing for her eyes. Diabetes is about losing sweetness in life, having nothing to look forward to, feeling like your future is not bright. So can we release this belief that her future is dark, and changing it to, it's safe to see my future? Okay. Good morning to one of the most beautiful people I've ever met. Oh, thank you, darling. With the vestibular issues I've been experiencing and doing quite well comparatively to many, I wonder if the AIP diet, fasting, exercising, and everything I've been doing to stay in good shape. Sometimes I wonder if the foods I eat really have much to do with the symptoms sometimes, or if this has more to do with noise, noxious stimuli, or what it really has to do with besides the acoustic nervous system slowly dying as predicted. My life revolves around eating good foods, avoiding sugar, wheat, stress. Is it the foods, the nerve dying, or something else? It's the food, the nerve dying, and the trauma. Okay. So whenever we're doing healing, particularly for conditions that are in the nervous system, right? You're looking at using plants like mushrooms, both psychedelic and natural, things like reishi mushrooms, lion's mane, tiger mushroom is really good, because they are really good at reconstructing the nervous system. Um, um, CBD oil, copaiba oil, all of these um, work directly with calming, repairing, and nurturing the nervous system. But when it comes to trauma and when they talk about stress, it's very, your environment has an effect, but not as much as your environment from the ages of like 0 to 7, because from those ages, your brain is in a theta brainwave. So it's like you're in like hypnosis state. And after that stage, your unconscious mind replays those images so that you can navigate life and you make choices from the mind of the 3-year old or the 4-year old or the 1-year old that no longer have relevance to your life today, right? So whenever you're healing a disease, you have to ask creator, or you have to work with a medical intuitive or with um, a hypnotherapist to find out what the memories are that created a nervous system that is like, if what you're describing to me, like a nervous system, the nerve dying, that that feels to me like the a vow never to feel. Like, I don't want to feel, it hurts too much to feel, right? So my feelings will literally kill me, or my feelings will be the death of me. So can we release those? Would that be okay? Okay, that's looking a lot better. And we're just going to ask Archangel Raphael and his band of mercy to do a healing on your nervous system. Hi, Sky. I have two questions. The first is related to my little girl who doesn't really want to go to kindergarten. Is it because I convey my fears to her, or because she's not ready yet? Okay, so it's neither. It's because kindergarten, how do I put this in a way that's not going to trigger the life out of many, many people? Let's put it this way, her place is with you, right? And she knows it on a very deep level, and you know it on a very deep level. So if you have to, then you will have to. But if you don't have to, then don't do it. A child's place is with their family, right? So one of the things that the Western culture does is it makes mothers feel bad about being mothers and about being housemakers and homekeepers and things like that. When the reality is that, we know at our core that it's one of the most important jobs that we will ever have inside this life. So she's picking up on your feelings, you're picking up on her feelings, but the reality is, that it's not right for her, right? And it's not right for you. And the work you have to do is on feeling worthy of being provided for whilst you take care of her. Feeling worthy of being provided for as a mother, instead of this energy of women should have to take care of themselves financially and take care of the children, like to prove that they're worthy or they're a good woman or set a good example for their children. There's a lot of good books, from conscious parenting to discipline without damage to gentle parenting, that show, and a lot of research that shows that what children need between 0 to 5 is their parents, right? So if you have to, then by all means get childcare involved. But if you do not have to, then trust your instinct and work on being provided for. Work on allowing yourself to be provided so you can be with your kid, right? But it's not her picking up on your fear, you picking up on her fear. It's that the reality is, biologically speaking, there's a lot of research to show this, that the children do better when they have their mothers. And this is exactly why in many countries, women actually get paid to stay with their children for the first 5 years, right? The same salary that they were in their previous job. Whereas within the UK and Americans, it's just not like that. But in France, in Norway, you get paid the same salary to stay with your kid for the first 5 years of their life, because there's a lot of research that shows that children need their parents at that stage, and that it does make a big difference. So you're not going crazy. You don't just have fears. There's real There's a real need for you. And we're a generation that's afraid of being needed. It was Marianne Williamson that she said her mum said that to her. She was asked to be ahead of a big project, I think in Los Angeles, and she was really scared of taking the lead. And her mother said to her, why is your generation so afraid of being needed? Right? We're afraid of being needed as parents. We're afraid of being needed as partners. We're afraid of being needed as husbands and wives. We're afraid of committing to a business. We're afraid of committing to a job. So, can we just release this fear of committing and just giving ourselves a chance to be present in the role that we're in right now and trusting that everything that we give up in order to be able to fulfill that role will be held in trust for us when the season of our life completes. Okay. Hi, Sky. I've been struggling with my weight. I have PCOS and endometriosis and have cervical cancer scare end of last year. Any messages would be appreciated. Okay, so we're looking at a lot of repressed anger. Emotions are communication, right? Not being allowed to communicate what you really think. So the journaling is essential. Starting to dump the anger that you really feel about how your life has worked out versus what you wanted is so important for you maintaining and keeping long-term health. Um, Vitamins and minerals are your best friend. So things like the zinc, the selenium, the vitamin D, the vitamin C, that like you need your vitamins and you need the fulvic minerals right now, like you need oxygen, because your body can't create balanced hormones or even detox you of all the inflammation and the problem you're having with the different diseases without vitamins and minerals. Okay, it causes a depletion and more cortisol. So, cervical cancer tells me that there's been some kind of sexual or emotional abuse, either towards you or towards a woman you were very close to. So, it could have been a sister, could have been a mom. Okay. So, can we just send unconditional love and release this need to swallow your anger or hide your anger? Okay, that's looking a lot better. I'm going to do one more, guys. Oh, my mom's dogs. She's got 3 poodles. Mattis is saying, hey, dear Sky, my sister Eva has a pain in the back of her left leg and hip. Any idea why? She's also had pain in her left hand before this. I have her consent to do the angels have any guidance? Left hip is about fear of aging, fear of getting older. So it's really about looking at the cultural prejudices and her beliefs about that she's not going to have any worth and her not wanting to move forward in life because it's like it's all downhill from here energy. Left is feminine. So it's this it's definitely criticism from other females, probably other role models when she was growing up. And left hand is about not being able to reach for your dreams. So feeling like it's too late and there's nothing you can do now. Like life has passed you by. So can we release that, please? Okay, that's looking a lot better. Let's do our closing prayer. Oh, and just to remind you guys know I do Medical Intuitive Mastermind. We're going to do the next round in the spring. So if you're interested and you want to get in here before the prices go up, etc., please book a discovery call so we can get your deposit down and everything else. And also if I can get my numbers organized and the number of teachers, etc., and classes for the next year. O Great Spirit, Father Sky, Mother Earth, the winds, the waters, my Father, my Mother, Atanaha, all that is. We thank you for our lives and we thank you for these good, good people. We thank you for all that we are and all that we are to become. We dedicate our time spent together and our relationships with one another to you. We ask that our suffering be ended and our pain be lifted to the love and to the peace that lay beyond. Aho, Amen, Namaste.